Hi, me again, this time with another thought about the ending of season 2 of Percy Jackson. So, if there was one change they made that I'm not actually sure I really like, it was the Chris Rodriguez thing. I find it interesting that they chose to have him be with Luke all along. I don't know what that does to the future, because I took the idea of there being spies at camp to mean something very specific. And I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone, but I'm just gonna say it wasn't Chris. Chris was not a spy in the book. He actually didn't appear at all in book 2. He had already left with Luke when Luke left. He had already defected. And I thought that perhaps they would have the reason for Chris defecting be that Clarice left him behind. Just because it felt like they were building up the relationship a little bit more than in the book, where it kind of came out of nowhere. I thought that Clarice leaving him behind would be the trigger for him leaving camp and joining Luke somehow. I hadn't thought it all through, but I thought that would be it. Mainly because the show shows Chris as the spy, but Chris wasn't a spy. But there is a spy, you know what I mean? Like in the future, not season 3, in the farther future, there are spies inside camp. And the idea that Chris was the spy according to the season and now all the spies are gone, will people just forget that there are spies at camp? I don't know. I don't know. And also, I mean, I don't personally like ship Clarice and Chris necessarily. They were always sort of a background couple to me, but it does change a few things in the sense that now Chris has very explicitly betrayed not just Camp, but Clarice in particular with the way they did it. So like, why would Clarice keep liking him after he betrayed her like that? And moreover, the fact that Clarice still cares about him, this is minimal, but it's important to me as an Apollo kid. The the fact that Clarice still cares about him is one of the reasons why she later bonds with Will, who is the son of Apollo, who you haven't met yet. Will is pretty important in the future too. The fact that she still cares about Chris even after what happens to Chris later in the books is kind of the reason why she bonds with Will. And now I don't think that can happen because I really have a hard time seeing Clarice still caring about Chris after what he just did to her. I don't know, man. I trust them. I trust them to do the story right. But right now, like right after seeing the episode, I'm having a hard time seeing how they pull all of that together in a way that makes sense. But I trust them. I trust Rick. We'll see. See you guys.